In this video, we're going to talk about how to promote and potentially make and earn some income with Got Backup. Hey there, this is Dave Gardner, and I have been connected with the developer and the company owner of Got Backup since about 2009. I've been using their tools for many, many years, and for a handful of years, I actually was one of their main trainers. I am a full-time high school teacher by trade, and so they appreciated my, focus and energy looking into details and presenting stuff for ways that could help people to follow along to learn the tools and systems. So keeping that in mind, if you actually go into, or just talking about this, if I actually open up the lead capture system in a new window, notice I got lots of tabs here, apologize for that, but if you go into the lead capture system and you have collected some leads, there's going to be a totally separate video I'm going to do on following up with your leads. So make sure you check, the other videos you see on my page. Make sure you subscribe, obviously, so that you know when my upcoming videos come out. I appreciate any love and support you can give so I can keep making these videos. And so if you click on any one of these, for example, let's just click on a message, like we're going to create a message or follow up. There's going to be a series of training videos. So anytime you see some of these orange buttons, what you'll see is actually a video that I created years ago for the parent company, Now Lifestyle. And so if you click on this, if we just watch the first... This is Dave Gardner, and I'm super excited. So there I am. Apologize for the loudness of that. So like I said, I've done all the training videos for that. So if you do have a question, if you haven't seen the other video yet, if you're wondering how to follow up with people or to communicate with your leads, all of those details are going to be in here. Any one of these tabs you click on, there should be a new video. You can just hide that if you don't want to see it and go on so on from there. Now, if you want to promote, the whole point of this video again is to learn how to promote Got Backup. When you're in your members area, you're going to click the button over here under digital tools that says Got Backup, and you want to do the reseller tools. Okay, not use this tool, you want to do the reseller tool. So what you're looking for is the reseller tools. Now, obviously I'm speaking English, so we're going to focus on the English. Obviously, if you were to speak French or Italian, you could go there. They may be adding others in later on, like Spanish, so on and so forth. But as far as the English, that is what is up and live and ready. So when we click on that, we're going to see a variety of options that we can choose from that either go directly to the sales page or get people to opt in to learn more and possibly get into, a promotional series of emails from the company, or to get in, the marketing power line, again, to produce some incentive to get people to, basically take action, and they see that other people are joining after them that could possibly be placed below them in the team building growth. So there's a couple different capture pages already. There's webinar replays or webinar rooms that you can send them to as well. We have, a generic capture page over here. Finally, a company that builds a downline for you. Want proof? We have Got Backup. Use this link again for the live webinars. This one here is the webinar replay. And so if you have someone that you already have on your list and you just want to send them directly to the product, and they don't care about actually promoting Got Backup, you would want to use this link over here that goes directly to the sales page. Notice the links are a little bit different. This one is gotbackuptour.com. It has the username. Again, I'm just using a demo account right now. So it has the Got Backup Tour and then the Got Backup. So there's a little bit difference between those two. So again, this is just a demo account. This is not a real account. And what the most likely one that you would want to use if you were going to do promotion would be this one right here. And notice we have a couple options. You can easily just copy the link, or you can create a tracking link. Now, if you are going to go through and use different traffic providers, or let's say you're going to go and promote on your blog, and then later you're going to promote on a YouTube video, and then later you're going to promote in an article that you wrote in some forum, and then maybe later you're going to send it through an email, and you start getting leads, but you don't really know where those leads are. And maybe you did a solo ad and you paid for some advertising, and maybe you paid someone to put a banner on their webpage. So if you have your things and your link, or I should say your links, not your things, but if you have your links in multiple different places, you don't really know where those are coming from as far as who's giving you the best ROI or return on investment. So I would highly recommend you click the create a tracking link. So if I click create a tracking link, what that is going to do is going to provide an opportunity for me to create a link. So you would have your username here in the beginning, so it would be yours instead, and then the Got Backup Tour. And you want to add a tracking link that goes at the very end here. And so by doing that, all you do is click in this box. And so for example, let's say I do, solo 1 or solo Bob. Let's say Bob is the solo provider. I'm doing solo Bob, and it is December 29th, 2023. So I just want to have some details that I can follow up with, and then it tracks the links that getting clicked correctly, and they can show you where those leads are coming from. Now, if we look down here, it hasn't showed up yet, but as soon as I still have that flashing button or browser thing there, as soon as I click anywhere outside of this box with my mouse, notice it will show up down here. So as soon as I click, which I'm going to do right now, notice it then adds, there we have the Solo Bob 12/29/23, and this other part here, which is called the tracker. So this tracker adds on. Now, what you want to do at this point is create it and open it, because if you don't create it and open it, the system won't save it. So I want to create it and open it. It opens up in a new window, and I now have this link. So what I would do is I would grab this link and I would copy it, and that's the link that people would be clicking on from the solo ad. And that's the link that you would share with your solo provider. So if you're going to a place like Udemy or Traffic for Me or Traffic Authority or some other place that you're finding clicks, that is the link that you would share with those people. So for example, I could go into a notepad, and I'm going to grab this one but open up a new one. So if we open up that, for example, and I paste that in here, that is the link. So make sure it has the HTTPS, and then it has your username, it has the gotbackuptour.com, and then it has the @tracker symbol equals, and then everything after that is going to be the tracker. Now, once I start getting things going, so if I take that and I open it up again in this window, we'll see the same thing. So they're going to click on it, and then they're going to go here, and they're going to have an opportunity to become a lead. Those leads would be found in that lead capture system that I mentioned briefly at the beginning of the video. Now, if I go in down here and I open up another window in Microsoft Edge versus my Google Chrome, and I do that again, and we paste that in there, we open it up again, we will then have a couple clicks that start to generate. And so as this click generates, and I'm not sure why she's floating there, a little bit on the little bit on the end maybe of Microsoft Edge not being as fast as it should be. I don't know why that is showing up there. That is pretty funny, to be honest with you. So if we go back, this is what the layout should be. So it's just scrolling a little bit slow. I don't know why that did that. So hopefully you get the point though. And when we go back in here, if we go back into our account, we can then go look up and see those details where that actually happened. So we just created this. What I can then do now is if I refresh the page, we should see that there's 2 clicks that came, 1 or 2 clicks, and it might recognize me as the same house. So I would only be 1 unique click because I'm coming both from the same IP address. But in order to do that, in order to check your clicks, you would click on the image, for example, because that just propagates that that's the one that you were using. And what you're going to do is you're going to scroll down where it says tracker. I'm going to choose the ones that I have created. So notice here's a couple other examples that were done in another demo. So I'm going to go and click Solo Bob. That's going to warm up and bring Solo Bob down at the details at the bottom. And then all I can do is I can search and I can see what kind of stats I got from that click or from that link. Now notice, like I said, because I did it once on the main one and then I went and did it in a different browser, it did show up as 2 different visits. Okay, there's no lead showing up, obviously, because I didn't enter any leads or I didn't enter any information or details. But had I entered my name and email, we would see that number here. Now, the question, where do you see those people after you do that? Again, that's going to be in your lead capture system. So if I just briefly open that up, just to show you where you would find those people, they are going to be found under your subscribers list and or you could look in your different lists. So for example, this Got Backup pre-enrolled people, I believe that is the one where you would find it if you were going to use that link, because they're going to be ones that entered that power line, and they're pre-enrolling. They're not paying for anything yet unless they take that next step. So depending on how they came in, they may see certain offers, and so this is where you would find it. You could also click on subscribers. If you go to subscribers and just click on that link, you'll actually see a list, and you can then go and you can see how many emails were sent, how many opened. And again, this is just a test account, so there's not really any good conclusive data or leads here or information. You could then go in and look at the list just for the sake of keeping any emails that were in there private. I'm not going to click on that, but again, watch these training videos. Like I said, I created those. So if we go in here, this will show you how to go through and look at your subscriber stats. And I also mentioned you could go in if you want to follow up with that list, just click on message, and you'll get a whole other series of training videos there as well, or at least you should. So for example, if we click in the broadcast, it will tell you how to broadcast, or you'll be able to learn how to broadcast messages. Again, watching the training video, just click on that, and that will populate. So you can see how to broadcast messages. You could see how to do your follow-ups. Now, depending again on what offer you took, you may already have a series of automated messages in there, or you may have to create your own automated messages. One of the cool things is that the CEO will do all the follow-ups for you once you get the leads, but it also does you benefit to get to know you, or have your leads get to know you as well. So feel free to reach out to them and do that. So again, all the training videos are there. I'm going to create a separate one for this, outside of this video related to following up with specific Got Backup leads. But again, that's what you're looking for. You're going to grab that one link that you originally had. So for example, if it was the Solo Bob, if I grab this link, I'm going to share that one only with Bob. And so if I do another solo ad, or let's say I have a blog post, I could do the same thing. I could refresh, and I would recommend going back and refreshing so we can click back to the list to get back there. And then I want to create a new tracking link. So I want to go and I want to create the tracking link. And let's say I'm going to put it on, okay, my blog, what is GBU? What is Got Backup? And then I would have a blog post that would specifically have a title, what is GBU, or what is Got Backup? And I would go and do the same thing. Once I'm in that box, I'm going to click out of it, and it's going to populate it down there. And then I have to click to create it so that the system actually recognizes it, and then we'll pull it up. So notice again, it's the same page. It doesn't matter what this ending part is. This page is always going to be the same. So you want to know if those leads are coming from your blog. Let's say you're getting a lot of leads from your blog, then maybe you make another blog post that's very similar to it, or maybe you direct people from Facebook to go check out your blog post, or maybe from Instagram to check out your blog post, or maybe your email list that you have that you tell them to check out your blog post. Or if you have just emailing in general with using your own Gmail, not even an email software, and you know that someone is interested in a business opportunity and they share their email with you, that would be a good thing to send to them so that they could get some more details, whether you put maybe a video on your blog or more details, maybe the compensation plan, whatever you have on there. So again, that is how you would promote Got Backup with your link. And again, once those people are on your list, if you've already had them opted in, you would not send them that same link again. If you then had them on your list when you're doing your follow-up messages, and if they didn't upgrade, obviously they have the ability to upgrade through the emails that they get from the CEO. But if they express some interest, what I would highly recommend is then clicking this link instead. Now, just to show you the difference, if we open this up in a new window, instead of it being an opt-in, it's actually details about the business, about the actual software. And so, for example, online backup and security, 1 terabyte or family of 6, less than $10 a month. and it gives you all different details about the packages you can get. And obviously, if you go through the other ones, it's more of a business opportunity funnel, where this is more straight into the actual process of using the software and the tools. And so if you look at one of my other videos, I talked about, what actually is Got Backup. That's explaining how backup works, or Got Backup works. Obviously talking about saving stuff from your phone, from your from your tablets, from your computers, things like that. But then you can also find out other information. So for example, how to become a reseller, if they wanted to do that and go through. Notice that demo, GB demo part is still there. So you would still be tagged to that. And now they have an opportunity to learn more. And if they join now, they could then be tagged to you as that affiliate. So there's different ways to go about it. They would be tagged back in there. If they already opted in, it might recognize the system, or the system might recognize and say, oh, all right, this email's already been recognized. Go back and log in with whatever username, or maybe whatever password that they might have created previously. So again, that is how you are going to promote Got Backup and how you get your affiliate links. If you have any questions or comments about this, just leave them below, and I'm always willing to get back as fast as I can, or ready and willing to get back within 24 to 48 hours anytime I see a comment. So like I said, I've been using the tool on my phone, if you saw that in the other video, and backed up everything on my phone, all my videos, all my pictures, and things are working great. I'll be putting it onto my computer as well, just to again secure that and have that peace of mind in case something were to happen. If I were to lose my computer, something crashed, something spilled on it, if I dropped and cracked my phone, or my battery just died and I can't access it. The key with Got Backup is that anywhere you can log on a computer in any location around the world that there's internet, you can have access to those files. So that is crucial for you and your family to never have to risk losing anything. So again, this has been Dave Gardner. If you have any questions, just leave them below. Thanks.